Good morning, everybody. Coming at you with a little bit of a morning ride. I always like to come down this road whenever I have to go to North Fort Myers and do business out there. Also wanted to kind of like test the gear a little bit. I didn't want to really freaking do it on this road because it's kind of bumpy, but nevertheless, here we are. I got the music kicked down for this video because I wanted to try to capture some more audio. Excuse the cars, because this could be kind of a busy road, especially in the morning and when people have to come home from work type of route. That's kind of like a Fort Myers thing. Traffic's usually dead in the early morning, but come around when people have to go to work, or when people are getting off of work, that's another animal. But basically, no, I just wanted to give a little bit of morning announcements. Today I'll be going live on TikTok at 4. A lot of people are giving loves and likes to the fishing videos, and you know what? I love that. That's awesome, because that's basically what I'm doing. It's like a gratitude journal. It's kind of like, hey, what's Manuel doing today? Well, instead of being freaking bored at the house, even though I've tried to land several jobs and none have hired so far, I'm not going to waller in the mire. I'm just going to like take advantage of my time and live life, man. And that's what I highly suggest to, young individuals that are out there struggling, trying to find their way as well. Yeah, I got a granny these bumps, especially them like storm drains. They really do go at an angle, and I don't want to really be juking the camera around. But no, mainly I wanted to get the camera out, follow the ABCs of always be cammering, yeah. But no, man, I managed to catch 5 fish yesterday, and I'm kind of like stoked about that. And whenever I'm not fishing, or whenever I'm not working, I'm heading to a plasma center so I can get top dollar for my blood. You don't work, you don't produce, you don't eat. And the thing is that, I'm not negative about this. I'm going to put out positivity in the world like a net and see what I draw back. That's how I'm going to operate. But yo, check it. This freaking place, this country club, like back in the 70s and 80s, used to be all, hoity-toity and, catered to the higher ups. And, it still does. But with all them golf courses like the Tiburon and all them other freaking major tournament style courses out there in Naples, you basically just see a bunch of crusties out here just knocking balls, thinking about the better times. Because honestly, man, I've seen freaking kids come through here with their e-bikes and stuff like that and do dips and jumps off of these hills, man. Golf, I don't know, I just can't never get behind it. I think of it more like a senior citizen type of sport. And I love, don't get me wrong, I have a driver at the house, and I like to freaking smack some balls out there in the open water or out into an open field whenever I get the chance. But to actually just, follow a ball around and try to get it into the hole, nah, I'll stick to the freaking Hot Shots Golf or the Wii Sports or any kind of video game. It simulates it rather well. But yeah, hopefully I'll have enough freaking time within this reel to where we'll pass the Edison Ford place. I've also seen a couple freaking awesome skate ledges that I'd like to jump off. I'm no freaking Rodney Mullen or Tony Hawk or Jason Lee, but whenever I see like a decent stair set or something like a bank, I'm always like, ooh, let me make a mental note of that so I can come back and kick back and maybe do a couple 180s or some Stallsies on it. But yeah, out and about, getting my YouTube channel up. I'm glad for all the people tuning in and subscribing and sharing the videos. Comment if you like, please. Following new content creators as well. Shout out to Artsy Fartsy Fox. Oh man, I love that type of animation. You know, the type where, you know, it's like, oh man, did this animation just come from Goofball Island? Passing on your left. Good morning.
Thanks, good morning.
You know, straight from Goofball Island. You know, I love it. You know, and especially all my super fans on TikTok. I really wish that my YouTube subscribers would migrate over to TikTok and vice versa. Because to tell you the truth, between my time being drawn between YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok, I think TikTok is the one that's really giving me the most love and the most, you know, dividends and fans and followers after all. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate on YouTube, because that's actually the platform that I'd rather watch overall rather than television. You know, that their dinosaur media, and just people watching it nowadays. Yeah, I got a plan for this little lot over here to the right, man. I want to get me a little RC car and see if I can't do a couple of laps around that bad boy. But no, pretty soon we'll be coming upon Manuel's Lane, no pun intended, and that usually gives me the indicator that we're getting close. Now the other day it rained, and I've had the e-bike out there, you know, out in the salts, out on the beach, and to tell you the truth, I'm kind of glad it did have that heavy rain yesterday, because passing through the puddles and having that fresh water, rainwater pass over the bike, it really gets to flush the salts off of it, and that's, you know, that's pretty awesome. And, you know, running over, you know, a series of puddles, it catches the undercarriage as well. I think I've already passed the God is Love sign, but, you know, as a courtesy, whenever you're riding along the sidewalks or any kind of way where you see pedestrians, it's good to give a good little call out, or to slower your speed. Passing on your left. If they hear you, they hear you. You see, sometimes they throw up a sign. But no, it's just common courtesy. Don't want to end up bowling over a senior citizen and, you know, abusing Brandon on the way to North Fort Myers. That's not in my character. But no, we'll be rolling the bone. Up to the left of me is where the people donate their bicycles to the homeless, which I think is an excellent concept. You know, a lot of people, I think that's a good way to get the endorphins up and to get a way to know your community, your village, your neighborhood. Man, just hit it up on a bicycle. Long trips to the flea market, to the beach. Shoot, I go to the fishing hole. I find all kinds of trinkets along the way. Always making my communion with nature. See some pretty cool critters along the way, like the other day out toward the fishing hole. I didn't have the camera equipped because it was dead, but I saw a sea otter on the way. But here we are at Manuel's Lane, Manuel's Drive, Manuel's Avenue, whatever it is. It's all me. But yeah, we're coming across the Edison thing, so let me go ahead and stick a pin in this so I can get better footage of Edison's and Ford's home. Freaking Edison the fraud, in the words of my homeboys, the Stan and Haney. Man, I love them guys. I followed them back even when it was Joe and Stan. But no, as always, let me go ahead, check it out, and I'll keep y'all posted. Besides, I think this GoPro camera is trying to freaking give out on me. It only has about like 14%, but we'll see what we'll do. Go.